Hey y'all.
Welcome back to my channel. I said, hey girl.
Welcome back to my channel. Hey y'all, I'm comedian Jazmyn W. Welcome back to my channel.
Hey.
Listen, honey, if you are here, you probably have not subscribed to my channel. I'm just going to let you know right now, my videos be good.
They do.
Period. Okay? So go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Turn on the notifications. Y'all know I like to jump right into my Bachelor reaction video. Honey, I have a whole page full of notes. I can't wait to get to it. I'm pretty organized today, too. I must say so myself. But before we jump in, I must let you know that I have a show on Dash Radio called Colored Couch Conversations. It airs on Thursdays at 8 a.m. Click the link below to listen to Dash Radio. They have over 10 million listeners per month. And Colored Couch Conversations is all about me sitting down with women of color and having conversations that pertain to us and our lives. So it's by women of color, but not only for women of color, so make sure you check it out. If you're not following me on Instagram and TikTok, baby, you missing out on a lot of laughs and a lot of vibes, honey, okay? Also, I have a Amazon profile where you can shop some of my favorite things. I promise I'm not gonna be selling y'all crazy, stupid stuff that I don't use, 1,000 little gadgets around the kitchen, honey. I don't do that, okay? I only put things on there that I actually use, so go click the link below to follow me on Amazon and shop with some of my favorite things. One last thing is I will be live on my YouTube channel this Friday for the part 2 of Ready to Love Reunion on OWN. It'll be live right after the show, okay? So that's 7:05 p.m. LA time, California time, 10:05 p.m. if you live in New York. I'll be live giving my live reaction after the show. The live from last week is already up, so make sure you go ahead and check it out, honey.
Rewatch.
And listen, y'all, let me tell y'all one thing, okay? My videos are for fun, entertainment. You're here to laugh. Baby, if you don't like something I say in the videos, what do you want me to do?
Nothing.
Okay, what do you want me to do? Okay, this is like going to a stand-up show and coming up to the comedian after the fact and being like, I'm offended. Okay.
So?
Thank you for coming, honey. No refunds. Anyway, let's get right to The Bachelor. I think this is episode 3 of The Bachelor, honey. At the end of the day, it really don't matter. It's in the title, okay? I am going to be going in the order of the episode. It's just a lot easier for me to do it that way. We might not touch on every woman on the show because not even the show touches on every woman on the show, honey. Not everybody gets to speak, okay? But we are going to go to the episode right now. We're going to be talking about Sarah a lot, but she passed out at the end of the last episode, okay? Listen, let me tell y'all something about me. This is a little personal. I have passed out a couple of times before.
Many.
I don't know why it happens. It has happened to my dad a couple of times, so it happens to me. I've gone to the doctor. There's absolutely nothing wrong with me. I think it's like a I don't even know what it is that makes me do it, but I haven't passed out in a while, but I've passed out multiple times in my lifetime, and I'm not saying that my experience is going to be the same as anybody else's, okay? But I wanted to share my experience because Sarah, she passed out. Well, actually, let's be clear. She actually didn't pass out. She got dizzy and felt faint, okay? She actually didn't pass out. Child, I've passed out. Child, passed out,
girl.
Okay? Like, do y'all know, does Sarah know what passing out is? Passing out is not just, oh, I feel so. That's not passing out, honey. Passing out is when the Lord take you, honey. I passed out in church one time, y'all. They thought I had the Holy Ghost, and I was like, nah, baby, that wasn't Jesus. That was just my body. That's another story to be told. Anyway, but Sarah didn't pass out. She got dizzy. She felt faint, but she didn't actually faint. She got on her knees and squatted down or whatever, and people helped her up and helped her around, okay? So she didn't pass out. Let me be clear on that. And as soon as Matt came over and hugged her and, are you okay? Are you okay? Oh, you're okay. You're okay. She was fine.
Extremely.
She came back to the rose ceremony. Sorry, you guys. I'm so sorry, you guys. First of all, let me tell you something. Anytime that I've ever passed out, I've passed out multiple times.
Many.
I have to sit down or lay down for a while after. Like hours. Like a couple of hours after I pass out, I'm good. Right? A couple of hours later, I'm fine. 20 minutes later, I'm not fine. 30 minutes later, I'm not fine. An hour later, I'm not necessarily fine. I might be able to stumble my way to bed or with the help of somebody climb stairs or something like that. But I'm not just gonna be up there with my glass. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. That's not how passing out works. Based on my own experience and what I observed in the episode, I think she's a damn lie.
Girl.
To make a long story short, okay? Sorry. I love the fact that she passed out.
Almost.
And all the other girls were like, oh.
Anyway.
Girl, they didn't give a damn. You know what else they didn't give a damn about? The fact that Marigold left. I don't remember her name, honey, but I'm sorry, baby. I don't mean to disrespect you, but Marigold left. All the girls didn't stick up for Marigold, honey. Once nobody said, actually, she's a nice girl. Actually, she's sweet. Actually, she's cool as hell. And Victoria lied. They said, honey, that ain't none of my business. Every one of those girls acted like they was from the hood at that point. They say no snitching, okay? Period. And you know what? I don't blame them, because if I was on the show, I'd be like, that ain't none of my business. That's between Victoria and Marigold, honey.
Right.
And I know her name ain't Marigold. My bad. Anyway. So on the group date on today's episode, the girls went on a group date where it was sort of an erotic poem or erotic storytelling date. I thought that was a really good idea. The only thing I don't like about this is ABC. Why did y'all give us an erotic group date and bleep out all the words? You defeating the purpose, honey. And he beep, beep, my beep, and rubbed his hand on my beep, beep, and did a beep. Baby, if you gonna just... Can we, like, pay $1 or something to hear the uncensored version, honey? Can you put the uncensored version on YouTube? I want to know what the hell they said. I don't have time for this. I want to hear the full version.
Me too.
This was an opportunity for ABC and The Bachelor to shout out the fact that Chris Hansen wrote a book called The Perfect Letter. An erotic book written by Chris Hansen. First of all, I don't believe Chris Hansen wrote no damn book.
He didn't.
Let alone an erotic one, honey. Chris Hansen looked like he's not interested in anybody sexually, honey. I'm sorry. I don't know what it is about Chris Hansen. Chris Hansen, to me, seems like he's more interested in his hair than he is in any sexual activity. Like, what? Who wrote that for you, Chris? Give us your ghostwriter, honey. Anyway, child. But they wanted to advertise his little book or whatever. So I guess, whatever, do your thing, ABC. You know what? This episode got me thinking about if I were to write a steamy book about my husband. I've actually told some jokes about this. If I were to write some steamy books about my husband, what would it be? It'd say, he came into the house. He had his shirt off.
Girl.
And he was doing the dishes.
Heavily.
And vacuuming.
Hard.
And he had bills in one hand and a Nordstrom gift card in the other hand. That would be my erotic book, honey. That's my fantasy. Victoria, listen, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Y'all ain't gonna agree. May not agree with me. But this episode, I have a love-hate relationship with Victoria, okay? Victoria gets on my nerves because she has low self-esteem and low emotional intelligence.
Right.
I don't care if we all know that this is an act. She's planted there by the producers to be the queen, the drama queen. You know, they didn't even try to put her incognito this season, honey. They just called her the queen, and I believe it stands for the drama queen. Even though she's annoying and her eye puffy, honey, look like she got a little infection or something like that she needs to take care of, and, you know, and all of that. She showed her personality when she got up and did her erotic poem. And then also, she was getting Sarah together, honey. She said, Sarah, we don't give a damn about what you talking about, honey. You selfish, and we don't like you. First of all, Victoria, how are you going to speak for all the girls? Victoria, you talking about, who are you talking to? Well, Victoria, who are you talking about, honey? Just say that you don't like her. Don't say we don't like you. Victoria, speak for yourself. But all the girls were, again, that ain't none of my business.
Quiet.
They let Victoria go in on Sarah, and you know what? I don't blame them, because if I was there, I would have let Victoria go in on Sarah, and I would have been eating a few chips, honey, while it happened.
Snacks.
Period. Like, none of my business, don't care. Sip your little cocktail every time I say period, honey. Every time I say period, give yourself $1 or something. If you don't drink, honey, I don't know what to tell you. Every time I say period, pat yourself on the back or something like that, honey. I don't know. You know what was funny? Matt's poem.
No, it wasn't.
First of all, why was Matt looking like a serial killer when he told his poem? Like, why was he looking like that?
Girl.
Chocolate. First of all, Matt, we already made it clear you don't like chocolate. Salted caramel at best. But you don't like chocolate. Do you know what chocolate is, honey? No, baby, you like vanilla bean.
Pistachio.
Pecans and pralines or something, honey. Caramel or something. You don't like chocolate, okay?
Or coffee.
Let's be clear, Matt. He's talking about chocolate. I'm like, are you Prince? What's going on? Oh my gosh, that was weird. Awkward. And everybody keeps talking about the fact that Matt kisses with his eyes open. Listen, y'all, he's probably a psychopath. I don't know what he kisses with his eyes open. He's gonna continue to do it all season.
Right.
Like, he kisses like this. Like he's, I don't know what he's thinking, why he does that. But it's probably because he's a serial killer, y'all.
Maybe he is.
Also, another thing about Matt's poem is he said, "Then I kissed her between her suit and her hairline."
And where is that exactly?
What the hell is between her suit and her hairline? Can y'all please explain to me where is in between my suit and my hairline? What is in between my suit and my hairline?
Your ear.
My suit and my hairline here? You talking about my vajayjay hairline? What are you talking about?
Girl, bye.
What are you talking? Are you talking about the hair on my booty crack, or what are you talking about? That don't make sense. That don't make sense. That didn't make no sense. Sorry, that didn't make no sense. Another thing that I noticed about the group date that lets me know that not everything is how it seems when we watch it on TV is that when Queen Victoria got up to tell her erotic poem, if everybody in the room didn't like her, if she was such a bitch and she was so terrible, nobody would have laughed at her set. I'm a comedian. When we go to open mic and a comedian gets up there that you don't like, do you laugh at their set? Absolutely not. Even if it's funny, you give them the stank face. Sometimes even if you do like them and they get up there, you don't laugh anyway because comedians don't laugh at each other. And I know these girls aren't in the same position, but this let me know that, oh, Victoria's probably kind of cool, maybe, because if she wasn't, all the girls should have had their arms folded while she did her erotic poem and been like this. You should have been able to hear a pin drop, honey. Everybody was just laughing. Well, I guess she's cool then. Or are you trying to be fake and look cute in front of Matt? I don't know what the case is, but if nobody laughed at her set, he would have known, what's going on here? And she would have been easily called out as the bully in this entire situation, but all the girls laughing and having a good time. Child, you gotta think strategically, ladies. Now, y'all, let's get to Sarah. The first thing I have to say about Sarah, honey, is, baby, you don't know Matt.
At all.
You just met him 48 hours ago, and you've had a total of 15 minutes with him total. You do not know him. You know the man at the... I know men that work at Trader Joe's better than she knows Matt at this point, because I done been to Trader Joe's 100 times. They done checked me out, honey, and helped me find applesauce and everything else. You do not know this man, Sarah. And one thing about this is, who the hell told Sarah where the group date was?
The producers.
She came walking in the cold. I just have some things I have to tell to Matt. Girl, the producers told her what a group date was. This is a huge complex there. Everybody's living there. The casting, the producers, the TV, the cameramen, all of them are living there in a bubble. So how does she know which building to go into, honey?
You already know.
Right over there. If you want to break up the date, go right through those doors. We already know how it goes, you guys, okay? It's all a part of the scheme that Todd set up. We know the producers are egging her on and encouraging her to go break things up because it's good for TV. At the end of the day, I think Sarah's giving me stalker vibes.
Major.
Baby, you're giving me desperation. You're giving me mentally unstable. You're giving me stalker. You're giving me scary. Who wants to be with someone who is not enjoying this process, but instead crying all day and pouting all day? I think that at some point, Matt has to think to himself, wow, if she can cry all day about this, when we get together, there will just be another thing that she will cry about if it doesn't go her way. Like, if things don't go her way, or if they are even slightly emotional and draining, baby, this is a vacation. All you have to do is drink wine and champagne all day, kiki with the other girls, kiss a black man. Child, what is so stressful about this? I'm sure the fridge is full and you have fresh fruits and vegetables, honey, and you can lay down all day, apparently, if you want to, without talking to any of the other girls. So what is so stressful about this process? And you've known this man for 2 days. So what happens when you come upon real stress in life, honey? Child, you're not ready. You're not ready. You're not ready. Ultimately, Sarah went home. I don't know why I believe Sarah will be back. I don't know why I believe Sarah will be back. I'm sorry. I didn't believe she was going to go home. I thought she was going to go to Matt's place, like where he was staying or whatever, and then decide not to go home after she told the girls that she was. But she ended up going home. And I'm sorry, I do not believe that she's gone for good. One thing about this episode that I really wanted to call out is the fact that, and I practice this in my own life, not only in my friendships, in my marriage, within my family, within social situations, is science, right? So energy is neither created nor destroyed, but it's transferred from one place to another. And that's exactly what Sarah did when she interrupted the group date. The girl said she brought down the energy, and that's actually what she did. She went and interrupted their date. She was crying, feeling sad.
Yep.
She put all of her sadness on Matt, put all of her sadness on the other girls. She disrupted the whole energy. She brought down the joy. She literally sucked the joy, honey, right out of the date and ruined it for the other girls. And I hate to say this, but there are a lot of women, especially in the workplace, that use their vulnerability and their fragility against other people to manipulate situations. And I think this is a classic case of that, honey. It was her using her emotions as a weapon against other people to influence change, and not in a positive way.
Therapy.
One question
Jazz.
I wrote down is, when Matt kisses Sarah, are her cheeks wet, honey? Because all she do is cry. Don't you hate when you touch somebody who has been crying and they cheeks wet and cold, honey? I don't like that. That's nasty to me. I don't know what it is. Okay?
Gross.
Anyway, moving on to the date with Serena and Matt. I wrote down Serena is adorable. Matt and Serena look cute together. And I think she's really reasonable. She said, I'm starting to really fall into like with Matt and not love, honey, because she knows she's only known him for 48 hours. Okay, so love would be ridiculous. Listen, Matt said that he's never been in love before, and I think Serena was kind of skeptical about that. There's nothing wrong with somebody admitting that they've never been in love before. In fact, it's nice to just admit that. Like, damn, like looking back, I don't think I've been in love before. And I think it's really smart for somebody to have that perception. Serena, in reality, is only 22 years old, honey. You probably never been in love before yourself. You just think you have. And you won't know that you actually haven't until you are actually in love.
Preach.
At a later date. You know what I mean? So let me know if y'all been there. I've definitely been there before. When Matt and Serena were on the date together and they had all the horses, honey, I thought that Sarah was going to come out in a horse costume, crying and unzip it and cry and say, can I get a minute with you? Can I just please have like 5 minutes?
Girl, I'm done.
Child, I thought she was going to dress up and pop out, honey. Surprise! I'm crying. Y'all, something's really wrong with me. Everybody's talking about Katie and how she's the hero of the episode. She immediately turned into the fan favorite. Katie's not my fan favorite. I'm sorry.
Who favorite?
She will never be my fan favorite. And in fact, if Sarah came to me and said, I'm thinking about leaving, I would have said, girl, where your bags at? Let me help you pack, girl. I don't want you to pack alone. Girl, take a few of these bananas with you out of the kitchen, girl. I don't want you to be hungry on the way to the airport, honey.
Period.
Have you talked to your family? Girl, I bet your family miss you like hell, girl. I guess I would have turned into the villain, honey. Because I would have said, girl, is these your panties? Don't forget, pick up all your stuff, girl. Don't leave nothing behind. I don't want no reason for you to have to come back here. And then the last thing about Sarah leaving is Matt and Sarah had that conversation before she left, and Matt was saying a bunch of bullshit. He was saying a bunch of nonsense, honey. He's like, when we had our first conversation, you shared so much with me. You opened your heart and you opened your mind. And when I was walking away from that, I saw a fountain and I took a moment to look into it, and I was like, wow, this water is really reminding me of Sarah, because she's just overflowing with vulnerability, and she's so vulnerable, and she opened her mind.
Why,
and
Jazz?
then I love the way that she just cries. The fountain actually reminds me of her crying because it's wet, and so is her. Boy, shut up. Oh my gosh. Matt, he is just so fake deep, y'all. I don't know if the producers have a little thing in his ear, honey, and tell him what to say, but I don't think Matt says anything he feels. I think that this is all made up, honey. Because when I was also thinking about the poem, Matt's talking about, she slowly rubbed her hand against my chest. And then I flexed a little bit. And then she said, Yeah, I like that. No, baby. Those are all of my thoughts on this week's episode, but I do have some final observations, okay? Anna. Child, y'all know who Anna is. Why does she talk like this? Yeah. I feel like she's had a lot of Botox up and through here and she needs to chill out on it. Because her forehead is frozen, right? And then she's like, yeah. I'm like, girl, what are you, Jim Carrey in The Mask, honey? Calm down, girl. But she does have a good personality, though. I'm not going to lie. She has a bomb personality. Anna does. The second thing I'll say is, have y'all noticed that Matt rubs his hands together more than Birdman from Young Money, Cash Money, okay?
Girl.
He talking about, she rubbed my pec, but he rubbing his hands like this, baby. You giving me mixed signals, okay? Is you hood or adjacent or not? The last thing is the production company let us know that they be getting Matt drunk as hell because he had the hiccups at the end of the episode, and he said he drank a lot of champagne, honey. Y'all just be getting Matt wasted. That's all y'all do. Y'all, listen, I cannot wait to read y'all's comments. I want to know what y'all thought about this episode. I feel like these episodes are too long for absolutely nothing to happen like this. But I still enjoyed it, you know? Y'all, I want y'all to pray for my mama. She can barely make it through this show. She doesn't really like it. She hates it, in fact. She wishes that there was more diversity on the show so the show could be more interesting.
Amen.
So anyway, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, baby, what is you waiting on? And I can't wait to see y'all on Wednesday for a review of Married at First Sight.
Bye.